that the Iranians, for the first month, were winning this war. They were proactive. They had the initiative. They were basically controlling the tempo of the war. With a ceasefire, this dynamic has completely changed. Now the Americans actually are more proactive. I would say the Americans are now dominant actually in that region. And I think that why a ceasefire was negotiated was that China applied a lot of pressure on Iran for the ceasefire. The GCC nation states trade a lot with China, and in mid-April, the UAE leader, MBZ, visited China on a state visit and basically told the Chinese, listen, we're in a lot of trouble. And the reality is that China trades with everyone. So yes, they get a lot of oil from Iran, but they actually get more LNG from Qatar. So the Chinese statecraft is trying to focus on win-win global peace. And so China doesn't really care how this war started. It doesn't really care who started this war. It just wants this war to end. And China right now is very focused on opening the Strait of Hormuz. So I think the Chinese applied a lot to like pressure through Pakistan. Pakistan was a front man, but China was working behind the scenes. I think it was only because of Chinese involvement and Chinese security guarantees that the Iranians agreed to a ceasefire. But this ceasefire, and this is really important for people to understand, is it's caused actually a rift between the political leadership and the military leadership. The political leadership in Tehran wants to see a negotiated political settlement as soon as possible because they're really afraid that if this war goes on for too long, the Iranian economy would collapse, Iran will be isolated diplomatically, and the population may revolt against the government. The military leadership under the IRGC, they want to see this thing fought to the bitter end because the Americans killed their leader, Qasem Soleimani, and they killed their spiritual leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei. So now there's this rift between the political and the military leaderships, and I think this could have tremendous consequences as this war continues.